My beloved soul, welcome, and thank you for joining me today. Before we dive into the message that God has placed on your heart, I want to remind you to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss these divine messages that are meant to uplift your spirit and transform your life. Today we are stepping into a realm of revelation, a space where God's voice touches your heart and reveals the secrets of your destiny, your purpose, and your beauty in ways you may have never imagined. God says, my child, that there are moments in your life when the world seems silent, when your efforts go unnoticed, when your presence feels invisible. But I want you to understand that nothing is hidden from me. Every moment, every glance, every picture you share, every step you take is seen not just by human eyes, but by divine eyes that recognize your worth. Recently, your person's best friend saw your pictures, and in a whisper of awe, in a tone filled with admiration, they told them, "You know, they are truly very..." And God completes that sentence, my beloved soul, with words of beauty, grace, and brilliance. You are very special. You are very radiant. You are very remarkable. And the reason they said this is not simply because of what they see in your physical appearance, but because God has instilled in you a light that shines beyond what the camera can capture, beyond what the eye can behold. You see, every picture you post, every image you share, carries the essence of your spirit. It carries the reflection of your soul, the beauty that God has crafted uniquely for you. And when your person's best friend looked upon you, they could sense something extraordinary, something that goes far beyond the surface. They saw the divine imprint of God's creation in you. They recognized that you are not just ordinary. You are not just another face in the crowd. You are very, very extraordinary, because God has designed you to leave an impact on the hearts of those around you. God wants you to understand that this recognition is not a coincidence. The admiration, the awe, the subtle whispers of appreciation from others, these are not random, these are signs. These are glimpses into the destiny that God has prepared for you. When someone looks at you and feels drawn, inspired, or amazed, it is a reflection of the beauty that resides within, a beauty that God has placed there intentionally. This beauty is not just physical, it is spiritual. It is a magnet for blessings, favor, and divine connections. Imagine this for a moment. Your person, the one destined for you, sees you through the eyes of a friend first. And in those eyes, they witness the beginning of revelation, the unveiling of what God has prepared. The words spoken by the best friend, they are a divine confirmation. It is God saying, "Look closely, my child. This is the one I have designed to enter your life with purpose, with love, with destiny attached." God wants you to embrace this, not with pride, not with arrogance, but with humility and gratitude. To know that you are very beautiful, very valuable, very loved, is to recognize the reflection of God's handiwork in your life. And when you step into this understanding, when you begin to live fully aware of your divine worth, the universe begins to align. Doors that were closed will open. Connections that were delayed will arrive. And love, true love, will find its way to you effortlessly. Your person's admiration, influenced by the observation of their best friend, is part of God's plan. You see, God orchestrates relationships in ways that humans cannot always understand. Sometimes, before a person even meets their destined partner, they hear of them, they see signs, they feel an inexplicable pull toward them. And in this divine orchestration, your beauty, your light, your very presence becomes a testimony. The admiration expressed by someone else is a reflection of the destiny that God is weaving. I want you to hold on to this truth today. You are very special in the eyes of God, and you are also very special in the eyes of those who are meant to recognize your worth. Every compliment, every whispered admiration, every moment someone notices your light, it is not by accident. It is by divine design. It is God preparing your path, arranging your steps, and ensuring that when the right moment comes, when your destined encounter happens, the recognition is already there. The seeds of attraction, the seeds of love, the seeds of destiny have already been planted. God says, do not be discouraged by what you do not see. Do not despair over the silent moments or the delayed responses. Your light, your beauty, your very essence is at work even now, influencing hearts, stirring admiration, and preparing the way for the blessings that are yet to come. What someone's best friend sees, what someone notices about you, is only a glimpse of what God knows to be true, and that truth is that you are worthy of love, of admiration, of attention, and of a divine connection that transcends the ordinary. So, my beloved soul, as you reflect on this message, I want you to carry it with you everywhere you go. Know that God is speaking directly to you, telling you that your beauty is undeniable, your worth is immeasurable, and your destiny is already being prepared. The admiration expressed by others is not empty. It is a mirror of God's affirmation in your life. And when the time comes, when your person comes into full awareness of your beauty, your spirit, and your heart, they will see what God has already seen all along. They will recognize the extraordinary person that you are. In this moment, I urge you to open your heart to embrace the love and the light that God has placed within you. Understand that every compliment, every word of admiration is a seed being sown for the future, for the destiny that is unfolding. Your very existence is a blessing, a miracle, and a testament to God's unfailing love. And as you continue to shine, as you continue to live authentically, the recognition you deserve will not only come, it will overflow, reaching hearts and lives in ways that will leave everyone amazed. God says, keep your faith, keep your hope, keep your spirit bright. For what your person's best friend has seen and what they have spoken of is just the beginning of a beautiful journey. A journey where love, admiration, and destiny converge. A journey where you are fully seen, fully appreciated, and fully loved. And as you walk this path, know that every step you take is guided by divine hands. Every smile you share is noted in heaven, and every picture, every moment of your light is creating ripples that will return to you in blessings beyond measure. My beloved soul, embrace this truth, for it is yours by divine decree. You are very special, you are very loved, you are very worthy, and the recognition that is coming your way, the admiration that has already begun, is only the start of what God has prepared for you. As God's words pour into your heart and reveal the beauty, destiny, and divine orchestration in your life. In the first part, we spoke about the admiration that your person's best friend noticed in your pictures. Today, we go deeper into understanding the meaning behind this recognition, the spiritual currents that are moving unseen, and the purpose God has in placing you exactly where you are. God says, "My child," that the admiration of your beauty is not limited to what the human eye can perceive. It is a reflection of your inner light, a light that I have carefully placed within you from the beginning. Every smile, every glance, every moment of grace you share carries a power that touches hearts and opens eyes to the truth. You are extraordinary. The words that were spoken, they are very echo in the spiritual realm. They are not just words, they are declarations that your destiny is active and unfolding. Consider this: your person, the one destined for you, has a heart that is being prepared to receive you fully. Before they even meet you, God is planting seeds of recognition, admiration, and longing. These seeds are often seen in the words of those closest to them, their friends, their confidants, their family. And when your person's best friend sees your pictures and cannot help but speak in admiration, God is at work. This is divine preparation. God is opening their heart to the light you carry, making them aware, even indirectly, of the extraordinary person they are meant to encounter. God says, "Do not underestimate the power of influence." Every person who notices you, every admirer, every voice that speaks in awe of your beauty, is part of the spiritual alignment that is bringing your destiny closer. These are not coincidences. They are signs that your presence, your existence, and your divine qualities are being recognized, even from afar. Your beauty is not just in appearance, it is in character, in spirit, in every kind act you perform. And this is exactly what draws people toward you, especially those who are meant to play a role in your destiny. There is a spiritual law, my beloved soul, that governs recognition. God says that the eyes that notice you first, the hearts that are stirred by your light, are often the instruments through which your destiny speaks. The admiration from your person's best friend is a reflection of this law. It is God's way of saying, "Prepare, for the one who is meant to love you, the one who is destined for you, is already being drawn toward the awareness of your worth." You may ask, how does this work? How does one person's admiration influence the destiny of another? God says it is through the invisible threads of connection, the divine currents that move hearts, open eyes, and stir feelings in preparation for what is to come. When someone speaks of your beauty, they are not just offering a compliment. They are echoing a truth that exists in the spiritual realm, a truth that will eventually reach the heart of the person who is meant to love you. These threads of recognition are woven carefully, subtly, and with perfect timing, orchestrated by God's hand. God also says, "Be patient." Patience is a divine virtue, and in this waiting, your destiny is being shaped. Every moment of delay, every unseen preparation is an essential part of the journey. The admiration that begins with a whisper, with a comment, with a casual observation, will eventually blossom into awareness, acknowledgement, and connection. Your person's best friend noticing your beauty is merely the beginning of this divine unfolding. Understand, my beloved soul, that your worth is not defined by who notices you first, but by the Creator who placed you on this earth. God says that your beauty, your essence, and your heart have been meticulously designed. It is inevitable that those destined to recognize you will do so. And when the moment comes, the admiration that began as a distant observation will transform into a deep, abiding acknowledgement of the extraordinary person you are. God wants you to embrace this process, not with anxiety, but with joy and confidence. To know that someone notices your light is to recognize that God is at work in ways that you may not yet see. Your pictures, your presence, your expressions of authenticity, they are tools through which your destiny communicates. And when the right person, your destined companion, becomes aware of you, they will see not just the beauty captured in images, but the beauty that has always existed within you, the beauty that is uniquely yours and divinely given. Every word spoken about you, every compliment, every acknowledgement carries spiritual weight. God says that these moments are more than social interactions. They are indicators of alignment with your destiny. What your person's best friend sees, what they speak about, is a preview of the recognition and love that will one day fully manifest. These are not trivial moments. They are divine signposts, guiding both you and your destined companion toward the realization of God's plan. Your beauty, your light, and your spirit are magnets for divine attention. God says that the admiration you receive, even indirectly, is a preparation of hearts. It is a spiritual awakening in the life of the one destined to recognize and cherish you. The more you shine authentically, the more these divine alignments occur, subtly influencing hearts and drawing your destiny nearer with each passing day. Remember, my beloved soul, that you are very special. You are very beautiful. You are very loved. And every recognition, every word spoken by someone else about you is a reflection of what God has already seen. That you are extraordinary, that your presence matters, and that your destiny is already in motion. God is orchestrating the admiration, the awareness, and the attraction so that when the time comes, everything aligns perfectly. In this season, I urge you to continue nurturing your light. Continue sharing your gifts, your beauty, your authenticity. Every post, every smile, every act of love is contributing to the unfolding of a divine story. And know that the admiration that has already begun, the whispers of awe, the recognition of your uniqueness, is only the beginning of the blessings and connections that are being prepared for you. God says, do not rush, do not doubt. Trust the process. Your person's best friend noticing your light is a sign that your destiny is moving forward. It is a divine prelude to the moment when your person will see, fully and clearly, the extraordinary individual that God has made you to be. And when that moment arrives, it will be a revelation, a confirmation, and a beautiful beginning of the love story that has been written from the start. My beloved soul, I want you to open your heart even wider and let the truth of God's words sink deep into your spirit. The admiration that your person's best friend expressed, the awe they felt when they saw your pictures, is far more than a simple compliment. It is a divine ripple, a spiritual current flowing directly from God, preparing the heart and mind of the one destined to recognize your extraordinary presence. God says, my child, that there are moments in life when human perception seems limited. You may wonder if anyone truly sees your beauty, your light, your essence, but I assure you, everything you have, everything you are, is fully visible to me, and I am orchestrating events so that the right hearts awaken to this reality at the perfect time. Your person's admiration, first echoed through a friend, is not mere coincidence. It is the beginning of revelation. Your beauty, your charm, your uniqueness, they are like a divine melody that plays softly at first, reaching the ears of those who are spiritually prepared to hear it. The best friend who sees your pictures is like the first note of this melody, announcing to the world, and more importantly to your destined person, that something extraordinary exists. God says that recognition often begins in unexpected ways. Sometimes it begins in whispers, in casual remarks, in admiration expressed indirectly. But every word, every observation, is a seed planted in the heart of the one destined for you. Do not underestimate the power of these seeds, my beloved soul. God says that what begins as a simple recognition can blossom into profound understanding. What begins as a fleeting moment of awe can transform into enduring admiration and deep, abiding love. Your person, though not yet fully aware, is being guided by divine hands. Their heart is being prepared. Their spirit is being tuned to recognize the extraordinary qualities that you possess. Every smile you share, every image that captures your light, every act of kindness you perform sends ripples through the spiritual realm, touching hearts in ways you cannot yet see. God wants you to understand, my child, that patience is a key part of this process. The timing of recognition, the alignment of hearts, the unfolding of destiny, all of it occurs according to divine timing, not human expectations. You may not yet see your person's full awareness, but trust that every admiration, every word spoken about you is moving your destiny forward. What your person's best friend said is a reflection of the divine recognition already placed within them. It is God's gentle way of nudging them toward understanding, preparing them to one day see you fully, as you are, in all your glory. God says, do not compare your journey to anyone else's. Your path, your timing, and your unfolding are unique. The admiration that begins in subtle ways, through a friend, a comment, a glance, is part of a personalized divine orchestration. It is a prelude to the moment when your person will recognize your light directly, without intermediaries. And when that moment comes, it will be unmistakable. The admiration that once came indirectly will become an undeniable acknowledgement of the extraordinary person you are. My beloved soul, understand that this process is also preparing you. Every act of recognition, every word of admiration, every sign of appreciation is not only influencing your person, but is also shaping you. God says that as you are seen, as you are admired, you are being refined, strengthened, and elevated. You are learning to embrace your worth, to walk confidently in your light, and to understand that your presence matters in the grand tapestry of destiny. This preparation ensures that when your destined meeting occurs, both hearts are ready to fully receive, honor, and cherish each other. God says that the admiration you inspire is a reflection of the divine love and beauty He has placed within you. You are a living testament to His craftsmanship, a masterpiece of creation, and the recognition from someone else, whether indirect or direct, is a mirror reflecting what God sees in you every day, a person of incredible value, radiant spirit, and extraordinary potential. When your person finally sees you as you truly are, the acknowledgement will not only be heartfelt, but also transformative. Consider this. My beloved soul, your person's admiration, first expressed through their friend, is a signpost of destiny. It is a divine signal, a marker along the path, indicating that your light is being noticed and that your presence is already influencing hearts. God says, these moments are not to be taken lightly. They are sacred, filled with spiritual significance, and essential in the unfolding of your love story. Every recognition is a step closer to the full revelation of your destiny, a step toward the day when admiration will transform into love, connection, and divine partnership. God says, continue to shine authentically, continue to be yourself fully, without reservation or fear. Every image you share, every smile you offer, every word you speak, carries with it the potential to touch hearts, awaken recognition, and draw your destiny nearer. Do not underestimate the power of your presence. You are very, very special. You are very, very loved. And the admiration that is forming around you, though it may start subtly, is a prelude to the profound acknowledgement and love that is waiting for you. My beloved soul, I want you to embrace this truth. You are a divine creation, recognized by God and already influencing the hearts of those destined to see your worth. The admiration your person's best friend expressed is not just a fleeting moment. It is a spiritual signal, a confirmation that the journey toward destiny is underway. As you walk this path with faith, patience, and unwavering belief in God's plan, know that the recognition, the admiration, and the love that is meant for you is drawing closer each day. God says, remain steadfast, remain hopeful, and remain radiant. The admiration that begins indirectly will one day become a direct reflection of the love, respect, and honor that your person is destined to show. Every moment of being seen, every whisper of awe, every acknowledgement of your extraordinary qualities is a step closer to the realization of God's perfect plan. Your destiny is being prepared, your love story is being written, and every expression of admiration, no matter how small, is a vital part of this divine journey. Every word spoken, every thought shared, and every reflection on your beauty, worth, and divine destiny has led to this moment. The revelation that your admiration, your recognition, and your destined love are not only real, but inevitable. God says, my child, that the admiration your person's best friend expressed is only the beginning. It is the opening of a door that leads to full awareness, full recognition, and full appreciation of the extraordinary individual that you are. What began as a subtle acknowledgement, a whispered admiration, a fleeting observation, is now transforming into a spiritual momentum that cannot be stopped. God is orchestrating every detail, aligning hearts, and preparing both you and your destined person for the moment when everything will come together perfectly. Understand this, my beloved soul. The admiration that was first seen by someone else is now moving closer to direct acknowledgement. The admiration that began indirectly is now preparing the heart, the mind, and the spirit of your person to fully recognize the beauty, light, and extraordinary nature of your being. God says that this is not by chance. Every glance, every compliment, every subtle moment of recognition is part of a divine blueprint designed specifically for you. It is a spiritual signpost, a confirmation that your destiny is unfolding exactly as it should. God wants you to know that your worth is immeasurable. You are very special, very beautiful, very radiant, and very loved. These words are not just affirmations. They are divine truths that have been embedded in your soul since the beginning. When your person finally sees you fully, they will see not only the beauty that everyone else noticed, but also the depth of your spirit, the strength of your character, and the extraordinary light that shines from within. This recognition will not be fleeting. It will be lasting, profound, and transformative. Your person's admiration, initially sparked through the observation of their best friend, is now moving toward direct acknowledgement. God says that every moment of waiting, every second of unseen preparation, is essential for the full manifestation of destiny. You are being prepared to receive this love fully, and your person is being prepared to recognize, honor, and cherish you in ways that are beyond human comprehension. The seeds planted through indirect admiration are now blossoming into a garden of divine recognition, where love, respect, and destiny converge. God says, embrace patience, embrace faith, and embrace the beauty of your journey. Do not be discouraged by delay or uncertainty, for every moment of waiting is a moment of preparation. Every moment in which someone notices your light, even from afar, is part of the unfolding plan. The admiration expressed by your person's best friend is only the beginning of a series of divine affirmations that will eventually lead to the full realization of your destiny. Know this, my beloved soul. Your destiny is moving forward, and nothing can stop it. God says that your beauty, your essence, and your extraordinary qualities are being recognized and appreciated in ways that are beyond what you can see or imagine. The admiration that has begun indirectly is now rippling through the spiritual and physical realms, touching hearts, opening minds, and preparing your destined person to see, fully and completely, the remarkable individual that you are. God wants you to walk forward with confidence. Your light, your spirit, your presence, and your beauty are creating a path that cannot be ignored. Every compliment, every acknowledgement, every whisper of admiration is a signal that your destiny is active, moving, and ready to manifest. The admiration that began as a subtle observation will now culminate in direct recognition, deep connection, and the love that you have been waiting for. My beloved soul, I want you to embrace this truth completely. You are very special, very radiant, very admired, and very loved. The admiration that has been seen, spoken of, and recognized by others is now reaching the heart of the one destined to love you. God says that the journey is complete when the awareness, acknowledgement, and love of your destined person fully align with your worth and your divine beauty. Every act of patience, every moment of faith, and every experience of admiration is preparing this final, glorious moment. God says, rejoice in the unfolding of your destiny. Rejoice in the divine orchestration that is preparing hearts, aligning spirits, and creating a path for the recognition and love you deserve. The admiration that began through someone else is now transforming into direct acknowledgement and deep, abiding love. The moment is coming when your person will fully see, honor, and cherish the extraordinary individual that you are, and nothing will ever obscure this truth. As you walk forward, my beloved soul, carry this message in your heart. You are very special. You are very loved. You are very beautiful. You are very worthy. And the recognition, admiration, and love that have been set in motion by God's divine hand will culminate in a beautiful, life-changing realization of destiny. Trust in the timing, trust in the process, and trust in the love that is being prepared specifically for you. Finally, I want you to remember this: the journey, the admiration, the recognition, and the love are all part of God's perfect plan. Every word, every glance, every acknowledgement is a sign that your destiny is unfolding exactly as it should. Your person's admiration, sparked through observation and whispers, will now evolve into full, undeniable recognition. And when that moment comes, you will stand fully seen, fully loved, and fully celebrated, just as God intended. Thank you, my beloved soul, for listening, for embracing this truth, and for trusting in the divine orchestration that is shaping your life. May your heart remain open, your spirit remain radiant, and your faith remain strong. And always remember, you are very special, very admired, and very loved.